Hello, I'm Cole Powell, award-winning singer-songwriter for Random Mind Records. If you enjoy what you hear, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and click the bell for notifications. All right, now I'll shut up and get to the music.
I'll tell you a tale of the bottomless blue with its hay to the starboard heave-ho. Look out, lads, a mermaid be waiting for you in mysterious fathoms below. Fathoms below, low.
Rachel always sounds so good with them.
Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's it's and what's it's galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore above?
I'm going to go a little longer on this one since it's a fairly long video, 7 minutes. I'm going to stop about every minute. Maybe go a little bit longer than that because VoicePlay's, their content manager has always been great about releasing stuff. My main concern with VoicePlay videos with copyright is that something's going to come down legally later and I'll have to take all this stuff down. But anyway, yeah, she is great. Rachel's great. This is only the, I think, 3rd time that I've heard her with them. And she's doing a great job of emulating the original Ariel actress. I can't think of her name. It just escapes me right now, but she's doing a great job. The band sounds great. I love what I'm hearing so far. Can't wait to get in and hear the rest of the medley.
Out of the sea, wish I could be part of that world.
Aria, listen to me. The human world is a mess.
The
seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things around you.
What more is you looking for?
Under the sea, said under the sea.
Yeah, I like how they're really doing their own thing with this
down
one.
where it's wet to take it from me. Oh, up on the shore they work all day. Out in the sun they slave away. While we devote time to floating under the sea. The nude play, the flute, the cop play, the harp, the place.
Yeah, again, they're really doing their own thing with this one. It's kind of expected. I felt like the first bit was more just standard from the movie. I think they were doing their own thing, but still, that one they really mixed up a bit. I love that Jay Nunn had Sebastian's part. Again, they're sounding great. Also, a quick word on the lighting. Our consulting producer Kyle Graves suggested we black out the back and try it with just our 2 front lights. And I was kind of like, I don't know. We'll see. And then our backlight went out. So we're going to have to do it like this until I get this fixed. So you got what you wanted, Kyle. Hope you're happy.
The bass, the day sound, and sharp, the bass play, the brass, the chub play, the dub, and all that blowfish blow. Each little cell here, no one too well here. That's why it's hard to understand what I got. We in love here, down in the book here under the sea. What are you looking for? Hey, poor child,
Poor sweet child.
Who are you?
Don't be scared. We represent someone who can help.
I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when
I
they
think
called
it's
me
hilarious.
a witch. But you'll find that nowadays I've mended all my ways, repented, seen the light, and made a switch. True? Yes. And I fortunately know a little
Like
magic.
the eye effect there.
It's a talent that I always have possessed. And dear lady, please don't laugh. I use it on behalf of the miserable, the lonely, and depressed. Pathetic. Poor.
I'm going to stop it right there. Again, I've explained this in other videos how U.S. fair use, U.S. copyright law fair use, and YouTube algorithms and reaction videos, all that stuff works. I'm going to stop it right here, even though I know VoicePlay's content manager, like I said, has been really good to us. Good idea to stop at about 3 minutes here.
Fortunate souls in pain, this one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl, and do I help them? Yes, indeed. Those poor unfortunate souls.
I think this is the most effects I've seen on VoicePlay video.
True. They come flocking to my cauldron crying spells. Do I help them? Yes, I do. Oh, but there is one more thing. We haven't discussed the subject of payment.
But I don't have
Well, I'm not asking much. What I want from you is your voice. If you want to cross the bridge, my sweet, you've got to pay the toll. Take a gulp and take a breath and go ahead.
Yeah.
Flotsam, jetsam, now we've got our boys. The boss is on a roll.
Yes.
This poor unfortunate soul.
Nice! Alright. Gotta go back. Hang on.
Gulp and take a breath and go ahead and sign the scroll. Flotsam, jetsam, now we've got our boys. The boss is on a roll. This poor unfortunate soul.
Yes! Great! Fantastic.
Belugas or frugal come wings.
Yeah, you just drop down.
Larynxis, glossitis, and max laryngitis, la voce to me.
Is this in the movie? I don't recognize those lines.
Keep singing.
Maybe I just never paid attention to them or understood what she was saying. Rachel sounds so good.
Les poissons, les poissons. How I love les poissons. Love to chop and serve little fish. First I cut off their head, then I pull out their bones. Ah mais oui, ça c'est toujours délicieux. Les poissons, les poissons.
I'll pause it right there. Okay, this is great because I don't get to hear Lane sing much because he's always doing beatboxing usually. And I think it's great that they gave him the part of the French chef here, which was originally voiced by Rene Auberjonois. Fantastic actor. Loved him on Star Trek Deep Space Nine as Odo. One of my favorite characters from that. But yeah, this is great. I love hearing the take on this. And they're pretty much, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think they're pretty much singing the entirety of each song instead of just taking pieces and putting them together, which is what I was kind of expecting here. Also, Rachel, I mentioned this again earlier. She just sounds so well with the group. And I know their history, that they knew her previously before the sing-off, and they wanted her to be the female lead because the producers from the sing-off wanted them to have a female lead or suggested they get a female lead in order to make it on the show. And she was unfortunately unavailable. I think she was on X Factor, if I'm not wrong on that. And they ended up getting Honey. I've said this before. Nothing against Honey. I think she's a talented singer, but Rachel, I think, would have really just made them stand out in the sing-off and really could have even given them a good shot to win because she just blends so well with them and her voice is just spectacular.
With a cleaver, I hacked them in two. I pull out what's inside and I serve it up fried. God, I love little fishes, don't you?
Nothing is happening. Time for a little vocal romantic stimulation.
There you see her,
nice.
sitting there across the way. She don't got a lot to say, but there's something about her.
Yeah.
And you don't know why, but you're dying to try. You wanna kiss the girl.
Yes, good.
Yes, you want her. Look at her, you know you do. It's possible she wants
this sounds
you
like
to,
this could
but
be
there's
a
one way to
pop
ask
radio
her.
hit.
It don't take a word, not a single word. You wanna kiss the girl.
Sing it with me now.
Sha la 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 la, don't be scared. You got the mood prepared. Go on and kiss the girl. Sha la 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 la, don't stop it now. Don't try.
Yeah, this is fantastic. This is probably my favorite one of the medley so far. I love what Ellie's doing. Again, I've said this on other videos. Ellie, he can just make his tone basically anything. He can sound like 5 or 6 different singers singing in the same range. Jeff, I've said, well, Jeff sounds like different singers, but that's usually because he sounds like one singer when he's singing bass and another singer when he's singing tenor. Ellie, he's pretty much in the same range, but he can manipulate his tone and sound like different singers in the same range. I think he's possibly the most tonally versatile of the group, and that's not saying anything negative about any of the rest of the guys in any version of the group, any iteration. But I really, really love Ellie's vocals. I love what he's doing here. It's kind of unexpected that he's taking the lead on this, as J-Nun had the Sebastian bit at the beginning, so I expect him to pick this back up with Kiss the Girl. And again, this arrangement, I mean, it sounds like a pop arrangement, and Jeff and Lane make it sound like they got a full band behind them. It's just, this is great. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Hide it how you wanna kiss the girl. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, float along and listen to the song. The song say, kiss the girl. Sha-la-la-la-la, the music play. Do what the music say. Kiss the girl. Kiss the girl. Kiss the girl.
What a lovely little bride I'll make my dear on the fly. Things are working out according to my ultimate design. Soon I'll have that little mermaid and the ocean will be mine.
Yeah. And they've also done, we've got the entire plot really through these songs. I never realized how much the songs in the movie are each point in the plot that we need to understand what's going on. This is, yeah, it's really good. It's like watching the movie in miniature format. I think this is gonna, this will close us out here.
Now we can stay all day in the sun. Just you and me.
Love how Jeff kind of just went
And I can be
stationary there after the voice was taken.
Sing it with me now.
Yes! Great closer there. Great closer. Pathetic. I heard Jeff say that there. Absolutely fantastic. I completely understand why this has been one of the most suggested voice plays for me to do, and also why it won the Patreon poll. It was great from top to bottom. I pretty much said and repeated myself during that of how what everybody did, how great they were. I love Rachel. Jeff was fantastic. I loved Ellie, Lane, J-Nun. Everybody had their time to shine. And that's not always the case. There's some where not everybody has a really good, meaty part, and that wasn't the case with this. And a lot of that probably has to do with the fact that it's the 7-minute medley, and they're doing 5-6 different songs in the medley. But yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Love that. We'll have, by the time this is out, we'll probably already have the next Patreon winner done, but there will be a fresh poll. I'm trying to get a poll up every week because we're going to be doing Jeff and or VoicePlay every week like we've been doing since basically we launched this channel back in August of 2022. So if you are not supporting us on Patreon, consider checking us out if you want to be able to help us pick which next VoicePlay songs we're going to be listening to. It's $1 a month, and you get to vote in the weekly polls. We also have on the higher tiers exclusive full album reactions, full TV episode reactions. We've got the entire Sing-Off Season 4 that VoicePlay was on up. The entire season should be up by the time this airs. So if you want to check that out on Patreon, consider becoming a patron for one of the higher tiers. Link is in the description. If you're subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. Stay subscribed. If you're not, consider subscribing, and we'll see you soon.